Straight.
For 6 hours, $30.
As waiters and waitresses, you expect a tip, always.
Hell yes, you expect a tip. I didn't think we're making our living. We are making our living.
Oprah,
It is our pay.
when I have a customer,
One at a time.
You earn your tip. That's a fact of life, baby. You know, it's a fact of life when you walk into a restaurant and it's a fine dining or a casual restaurant that you tip. It's a fact of life. And if you choose not to, then you should not come in.
Well, there's a difference if you're getting lousy service.
Lousy service, you don't deserve a tip.
Right, it
The
is.
general public does not know that you all earn your living for tips. As far as they're concerned, if you get a tip, I'll give you a tip. If you give me good service, I'll give you a tip. Let me tell you something.
she couldn't be a waitress.
No, they wouldn't have her.
Okay, but I can cook, so I cook for myself at my own house. However, if my employer was paying me $30 a week, I'd find me another job.
Stay at home and eat.
In the world? What, tell me.
Yes, sometimes they do. As in any profession, you have good people, you have bad people. Maybe the operator who was nasty to you a week ago, and unfortunately, sometimes operators do sound nasty. But the next operator is not the same operator. They think we can perform the impossible. Operator, my mother's phone's been disconnected for 2 days, but there's death in the family, so ring me through, please. Operator, I've been calling all day long, and there's no answer. I hear the phone ringing. Why aren't they answering? You know, I don't know why I really don't know, and that's why they aren't answering. The things I want to say and the things I do say are different. On Sundays, I'll say, well, maybe they're at church. On Wednesdays, I'll say, well, maybe she went to bingo. What I really want to say is I hope she dropped dead in the bathroom. But I never say that.
Norma Jean, Norma Jean.
I never really say these things. But I mean, they expect us, people calling certain countries they don't let the calls in for whatever reason. You know, one country recently, since there was a death, they suspended all phone service for 6 weeks in mourning, you know. What can we do? We cannot rap on the door of these countries and say, look, and they know very well.
Tell us about the woman who wanted to call Haile Selassie.
Oh. They wanted to call a person-to-person call to King Haile Selassie, the Lion of Judea. And so, you know, now, even though we have a crank call, we cannot treat it as a crank call. You must treat it as a serious call. And I said, do you want it person to person? And they said, yes. And I waited a moment. I said, I'm sorry, but our lines don't go there. They said, what do you mean your lines go all over the world? I said, no, I'm sorry. We haven't put any lines there yet. You know, we don't have service. I mean, the man's been dead over 15 years. We don't go wherever he is, you know. Yeah.